So I'll validate this one. Normally you don't have the option to validate your own job, but I do, so. Okay. So now that I've validated it, it actually should start building. Status says defer. Let me just refresh here. Building. Now what's happening just in this time is it's replicated a brand new clean build zone that has just Open Solaris 0906 on it. It did that by doing a ZFS rollback to the last clean state or whatever the initial state of that job. And it's building this job. Part of the building is it's installing the packages. Might be able to show you, but I probably should have logged in ahead of time because I'm not fast enough. Submit a package to fix that one. Let's see. See, I'm not fast enough. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not really logged into build zone right now. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to show you that at the moment. So let me just refresh the screen. While I'm waiting for it to install packages and build, I'll just talk a little bit more about what's here. My juicer shows the stuff that specifically that I submitted. And let me just show you a little bit about the review for a particular job. Let me pick one. You see there's comments here. So this one I saw, there's a program called Numpty Physics that I was trying to build the other day, and it requires this. But one thing that we require is if you have any requires in your spec file, that requires has to exist already in contrib. So you're better off if you can start out with building the base libraries, getting those into contrib, and then you can work from there. But here's a spec file I like, so I can just comment that says, you know, I can say add a comment to that package, and then I can vote. I can say, yeah, if what we've got is a setup where if a package gets at least 2+ votes and no minus votes, then it's eligible to be pushed into contrib. I won't vote on it right now because I haven't really looked at it. There. Now that build that I just did worked, installed. It didn't install yet, but the build happened. Oops. I just want to remove, I'm going to remove something here. I'm going to remove one of my publishers. I meant to do that ahead of time. Because normally you wouldn't have that package authority in your machine. You know, if you just have a fresh install of Open Solaris, you wouldn't necessarily have that.
where did you get the tarball from that you used to build it from?
To build that thing that I just showed you?
Yeah, you
Or,
submitted spec files and copyrights, and you can submit the tarball.
right, I'll show you.
From the directly from the URL.
Yeah, it gets it from the URL, right. So it downloads it during the install. So. Okay, so let me go back to the build screen. Now that I've built that package, I can go ahead and try to install it. Shoot. Let me pick another one. Yeah, there's some bug that has come up, obviously the demo bug. So let me just pick another one.
It's the best time to find bugs.
Exactly. Okay, so this is just showing that I don't have Joomla installed right now. So I'll go ahead and someone submitted Joomla spec file a few days ago. So there's one that built. For one that failed, you can look at the log file there. Let me just show you that. So this shows package build running its stuff, and then you see where the fail is. And you can usually use that to find out what the problem with your spec file is. So this particular one passed, so I'm going to run an install on it. It'll bring up Package Manager. These are the P5i files, is that what it's called? Michael will give a talk later on Package Manager. It's yeah, P5i. So it's going to open this file with Package Manager. And then if you don't have the authority installed, if you don't have that particular repository already installed on your machine, it'll ask you if it can install that repository. And I'll say yeah. I'll just show the progress. Should be almost done. I wish that Fortune install would have worked. It would have been really fast. Okay. I'm going to restart Apache. And then just go back to that, see if Joomla got installed okay. Yep. Wow. So let me go back to yeah. Let me continue here. Okay, so advantages of Source Juicer versus other approaches. I noticed Susie has a build build system now too, an online build system, which is definitely different. And I think we can learn some stuff from them. One thing, the advantages of the previous way that we were doing things is that the syntax checking, legal review, and minimal peer review precede the build. So we get that stuff out of the way early on. The comments and the votes are tied directly to the package, which is good because otherwise it gets scattered across mailing lists. And you ever try to find out where someone's comment is, you end up having to look in a lot of places. There's no contamination of the build environments. One thing I noticed about SUSE's system is that they had all kinds of detailed information about what build machine your job built on and everything. It doesn't matter actually to us because they're all identical. They're actually all running on the same hardware, and they're just different zones, brand new, freshly created zones that are destroyed immediately afterwards. Requires can be strictly enforced, and the auto smoke test of install before publish, and the single-click install from build status page. I like that. Right now, there's about 500 people, more or less, just short of 1,600 packages built, and 219 have been published to pending. 106 have been promoted to good. Now, there's probably a couple duplicates, at least in here and here, like a newer version of a package or something that might count there. But anyway, here's some of the promotions. So, I've highlighted some of the ones that I thought were especially interesting to me, but I'm sure different people might think different things are more interesting to them. Any questions so far? Yeah.
How would you start to build or port a new software package to Open Solaris if that you may run into problems? And of course, you can see the build log here. In many cases, it isn't enough to investigate what is going on. So, are there some methods to investigate such cases in more detail, in closer detail?
Yeah, we'd heard a couple of people talk about that, and first of all, we want to improve the build logs, but I understand what you're talking about. There's a couple of things, like we didn't necessarily envision that at this stage that you would completely